Hello, thanks for clicking on my channel. This is Brown Cherry, and this is a preview of the guitar workbook that I put together for people interested who like my music, who want to develop their style better, who are interested in learning more about the fretboard, how to learn the fretboard. The workbook gets into the right hand technique, and the right hand technique is really important to developing your style. Left hand technique, we work on these right and left hand separately with string crossing, hammer on technique, pull off technique. It's like going to the gym for guitar players. This half step exercise introduces the notes. For people that are brand new, it's helpful, and then shows where those notes are on the guitar fretboard, and then how that works going across. And these type of scales are called horizontal scales. These are vertical scales. So we use horizontal and vertical scales throughout the book. Then after you learned to coordinate the right and left hand, then we start building scales, starting with the C major scale. So how does that work? How do you build the scale? And then where is it located on the guitar fretboard? And this is such a crucial moment right here in the book, because once you learn where the C major scale is located, then you can start the C major scale on different notes of the scale. For instance, D, you can start the C major scale on D and create something entirely new called D Dorian. And that's what we explore throughout these exercises, the different modes of the C major scale. Once you get comfortable with knowing the C major scale and the modes, you've really captured the essence of what this book is trying to explain. But then what we do is we show it in different ways to where you're playing your horizontal scale coming across the neck, and then your vertical scales. So it's getting a good idea of where your scales are, how it works, and you're ingraining that C major scale into your head. So the correlation is the piano, where the piano has the black and white keys. All those white keys are the major scale. Well, the guitar doesn't have that. The guitar is just frets and strings, right? But by ingraining this location of the C major scale in your head, kind of relate that to the piano, where if you always knew where those white keys were, by doing that with the guitar and with your practice sessions, when you move on to play other songs and do whatever else you're going to do with guitar, you'll find it's really, really helpful. This is a section where you've learned the scales, you've come horizontal scales, you've come through the vertical scales, and now we're skipping every other note, and that's called an arpeggio. Skipping every other note also is how you create your chords. This section here shows you some chords, little triad chords, along with the horizontal and vertical scales. So you're kind of playing along with all the ideas in the modes. So it's actually a lot of material. Guitar players, typically they'll just learn songs. They don't quite know what all they can do inside of a key center. So like as an example, here's D minor, and here's 12 D minor triad variations. The first set of 3 strings, the second set of 3 strings, the third, the fourth set. So it just gives you lots of information. And then it's up to you. You can learn the neck, you can learn the theory, and that's why it's called the Rote method. You just keep practicing. And by doing that, you'll improve, and you'll be playing as good as you want to. Thanks very much for listening, and please contact me if you'd like more info.